Now, thousands of ad hoc workers for the Anambra state governorship election have resigned due to fear of attacks by members of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Independent National Electoral Commission had in May increased the polling units in Anambra State from 4,608 to 5,720, with about 10,000 ad hoc workers required for the governorship poll. However, despite its declaration of preparedness, many of those who signed up for the role have resigned. There has been a poor response by ad hoc workers who will conduct the poll because of the security situation in the southeast region, particularly with the activities of IPOB. The group had issued a 12-day ultimatum to the Nigerian government for the unconditional release of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, failure of which the November 6 governorship election in the state may not hold. IPOB, in a statement signed by its Media and Publicity Secretary Emmanuel Powerful on Sunday, gave the Nigerian government up till November the 4th to release Kanu unconditionally, or it would commence a one-week lockdown in the region effective November the 5th. The International Committee for Red Cross has raised the alarm over increasing impediments to health care delivery due to incessant restrictions and insecurity across the country. The Red Cross expressed their worry at a workshop organized for journalists and monitoring and evaluation officers of healthcare facilities in Awka, the Anambra State capital, at the weekend. Health coordinator of ICRC Anambra chapter, Constancia Amaba, said the danger of health delivery included physical and verbal assault, which could affect the comfort or mental balance of health workers. Amaba said people who needed medical attention had been denied services because of restriction of movement, including enforcement of curfew and sit-at-home protests. She said kidnapping and violence against health workers comprising functional of the system. Now, the Nigeria Correctional Service, or your state command, says 837 awaiting trial inmates escaped from the Abolongo Correctional Center in Oyo town when suspected gunmen attacked the facility. Its public relations officer, Olariwaju Ajorin, made this known in Ibadan. Now, meanwhile, the Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, visited the Abolongo Custodian Center and shared the latest updates on the prison attack in Oyo State. The minister revealed that over 500 inmates have been captured by security operatives. He, however, assured Nigerians that the federal government will pursue not just those who attacked the facility, but those who have escaped lawful custody as well. A prison reform advocate has opined that the implementation of the provisions of Nigerian Correctional Act of 2019 would forestall the incessant jailbreaks being experienced in Nigeria. Uju Agomo, who was a guest on iBrandTV breakfast show Daybreak, pointed these correctional facilities are overpopulated with inmates who have not been convicted. Now, the Nigerian Union of Journalists Federal Capital Territory Council is currently staging a peaceful protest for the safe return of their missing colleague, Comrade Todue Henry Salem, in the nation's capital city. According to reports, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, had received the petition. Salem, a reporter who covers the House of Representatives for the Vanguard newspaper, was last seen on October 13th at Gariki district of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The FCT branch of the NUJ had described Salem's sudden disappearance as an extension of the deteriorating state of insecurity in the nation's capital and again questioned the efficiency of the country's security operatives. It urged all security agents to live up to their expectations by solving the reporter's mysterious disappearance in due time. Renowned Islamic scholar Sheikh Ahmed Abubakar Gumi says declaring bandits as terrorists will come with a price. Governor Nasir El-Rufai had asked President Muhammadu Buhari to declare bandits as terrorists. The Senate also advised the president to wage total war against the bandits, including bombing all their locations to annihilate and eliminate them. In a statement, Gumi said the moment bandits are termed terrorists, foreign jihadist movements will set in force and many teeming unemployed youths may find the cause palatable and attractive. Gumi said the acts the bandits are committing now in Northwest have gradually over time become tantamount to terrorism, wherever innocent people are fatal and victims is a pure terrorism. And Gumi argued that the psychology in fighting natives is to induce a motive for their struggle, if they don't have one already, a motive that is manageable. Now, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has slammed the Nigerian Bar Association for failing to fight the cause of the masses in recent years. Governor spoke at the opening of the 61st NBA Annual General Conference in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Wike believes the NBA has not done enough to promote good governance lately. He said, quote, "A little moment of introspection will reveal that NBA is not what it used to be before the estimation of Nigerians in terms of the quality and commitments of its disposition to the struggle for the rule of law, social justice, and national development. But the central question is whether the NBA has been living up to its credence and responsibility." End of quote. Now, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, has said it would no longer condone any illegal or irregular admission conducted by any tertiary institution, warning candidates to desist from accepting the admissions offered by the institutions without going through the JAM's central admission processing system. The examination body gave the warning in an advisory issued to the heads of various tertiary institutions, which was also pushed in its weekly bulletin. This was a follow-up to an earlier threat of sanctions issued by the Minister of Education Adamu Adamu over what was described as the recalcitrance of some heads of institutions who allegedly continued to flout the ministerial directive on this subject. Now, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has urged the federal government to engage persuasion instead of force to get citizens vaccinated against COVID-19 pandemic. It further stated that while the vaccine remains the only chance for Nigerians to fight the pandemic and guarantee safety of their lives, the government must ensure that workers can get vaccinated at their workplaces. The federal government had given a deadline of November the 30th, 2021 for all federal civil servants to get vaccinated or show a negative test result before they can enter into any of its ministries, departments, or agencies. The president of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the International Trade Union Confederation, Comrade Ayuba Waba, who made this known on Monday in Abuja during a briefing on federal government COVID-19 vaccination advisory for the federal government services, assured Nigerian workers that the COVID-19 vaccines available in the country are safe and effective against the pandemic. Now, the interim administrator, Presidential Amnesty Program, PAP, Colonel Milland Dixon Diko, retired, has raised the alarm of an emerging wave of militancy in the Niger Delta, fueled by substance abuse among youths in the region. Diko, who spoke when he paid a visit to the chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired in Abuja, said urgent steps should be taken to curb the emerging threat. Diko, in a statement, said that the partnership between NDLEA and PAP would drastically reduce cases of drug abuse and reposition of minds of the youths for more productive ventures to sustain the peace and development in the region.